Hey guys, how's it going? So, Lethe just came out. You can see her in the corner over here, about to be covered by a tree. And she's the next limited character that they released during the summer event. Unfortunately, two back-to-back. But I wanted to talk about her real quick and what I think of her. She's a pretty interesting character when she was first shown off. She's basically a character that puts your opponent on a timer. She just built very tanky. I would say that my build is honestly on pretty low end gear, like really low end overall. I put one bottle into this because 7.5 kind of annoyed me, and I get 8% now for those, and also for the event because you want imprints of it, which kind of sucks. I pulled one extra trying to get more artifacts, didn't get it. You really don't need any imprints, honestly. I don't think effectiveness is super worth it. You don't have to max her S1. That was wrong information that was given to me. So I made a mistake, and people were asking me, they're like, do you need max? And I was like, oh yeah. But then just a little bit after, I was told, you don't actually have to max that. I was like, oh crap. So do not max this. Max this out 100%. Get that cooldown reduction and effect chance, and then you're done. Not too many molas. Pretty easy to build her. Shame I wasted it. So my build is very low end gear. As you can see, I don't even have a secondary set, but I just wanted to kind of test her, get a general idea of her. I don't really think you need crazy gear to actually make her work. She has a relatively simple skill set. Her artifact, I think, is insanely good. What I didn't realize at first is this health increase happens after all the stats. So if you have 25,000 health and you have a maxed one of these, which gives 10% health, then you're going to get 2,500 extra health just from that. And then you get the extra damage. That's kind of crazy. There's characters like Apocalypse Ravi and stuff like that people build with, like, 28,000 health. Well, now you're going to have 30,000 health, and you do a bunch of extra damage, and then the extra health scales with your damage. So kind of insane. It's going to be really good on characters like Shu and Alencia and stuff like that too, maybe even Edward. It's a shame that you have to pull from multiple copies of a character that has a bad imprint to get this artifact, but anyways, let's talk about Lethe herself. I think that she is a pretty decent character. I think she's pretty good so far. I like her. She's very good versus slower teams. She's not really an anti-cleave, anti-aggro kind of unit, but she's a very bulky killer that just completely ignores defense, so she works versus evasion, and she works versus even green units she can hit and do a bunch of damage to, although she gets less damage in RTA, you have to keep in mind. But in things like Guild War and stuff, she cycles pretty fast and kills them. What's really cool is this actually gives speed buffs, so you don't need like 280 speed. I see people doing that kind of stuff. I think this is enough speed where you'll S1 after you soul burn or something, and you'll be able to get her other turn relatively fast. This ability, getting the free soul burn from her S2, is insanely nice. You just immediately put 2 stacks on one person, 1 stack on everybody else. Characters like Lionheart and stuff like that will die really quickly, usually before they even get a chance to ever pop off or anything, which is super awesome. I was able to do that a few times. And she's not amazing versus tanks. She's not especially amazing versus Apocalypse Ravi, things you have to keep in mind. She's terrible versus Spectre Tenebria and some of these aggressive teams. So those are some problems. She's also not very good versus injury. So she's not the type of character you can just pick at the beginning of a draft and get away with scot-free, because if they pick like Death Dealer Ray and stuff like that, or if they pick hard CC, or, Apocalypse Ravi, Spectre Tenebria, those kinds of things, or hell, even something like Violet is going to really wreck her if you try to use her as your solo carry. So it's kind of hard to use her as a solo carry in a match, unless the opponent's characters are just kind of out there exposed and there's stuff like Lionheart or Remnant Violet or those kinds of things. Realistically, I was looking at builds I could make. You could make her like 27,000 health, 1700 defense, 250 speed. You could even put some F-res on there, something like that. You can make her so strong if you want to. I'm missing a secondary set even. Some people have done effectiveness. I do think effectiveness has some merit to it, because Frostbite is actually really powerful. If the opponent has Aureus and you activate the Kraken from her S1, well, if you didn't land Frostbite, sometimes it might not kill, which can be a bit of an issue. So it's definitely important to land Frostbite on some of their DPS units. So maybe a little bit of effectiveness isn't the worst, or some of these imprints if you really like the character. Another really cool thing is the fact that this Kraken actually heals, and actually heals for a pretty decent amount for the entire team, which gives you a little extra survivability if the match is getting kind of close. I think that's really cool too, and she's a character that just puts your opponent on this timer. And if you have other characters too, it's almost protecting them in a way where they're like, I have to kill Lethe as fast as possible. If I don't, then I'm probably going to lose one of my characters and they might heal their team, so it feels like I'm just going to be going backwards if I go for someone else. So she can really take that aggro off, which is super nice. So I definitely just appreciate her as a character in general. I think for a turn 2 unit, she has a unique style that's interesting. She ignores immunity, she ignores elemental disadvantage, or even hitting the enemy, and she still lands her debuff. The way to think of it is basically the Omen debuff. It's essentially not even a debuff. It can't be cleansed, can't be interacted with. They don't take extra damage from like Spectre Teamers S3 if Omen's on them. It just doesn't really exist, but once it hits 3, they take a bunch of damage. So you just don't even need to think of it as a debuff, essentially. She does nothing until it's at 3, and if she dies and the enemy's at 2, well, it's completely useless as well, and it has no interactions. So, really, really cool character overall. I actually like what Smallgate did with that. I think her artifact is definitely one of those ones you absolutely want to get, and I would say Lethe is worthwhile gain as well. I kind of feel like Luluka is a little more useful for me, and especially for slowing down the meta, which I really enjoy. But I think that she has a cool playstyle that fits in the game pretty nicely. She's able to beat those annoying characters like Karina and stuff like that with the ignore defense, which is awesome. And she can really work against those super slow teams or high FRES teams like Maid Chloe and stuff. Like ML Koeric isn't good against her because he doesn't do anything to interact with her, right? Maid Chloe, all those kinds of things, that just doesn't work. So being able to just ignore those mechanics, on the one hand, it could seem like a terrible idea, but on the other, for a character like this, I think it works, because if immunity stopped her, she would suck. If FRES stopped her, she would suck. She would be useless in both cases. So I think it's fair since the damage isn't outrageous. With this current build, this gets me to about 27,000 health when I'm in combat. That's doing about 17,000 damage to someone if they have no Aureus, which I think is a solid amount of damage, but not broken because, you know, a lot of bulky characters nowadays have more health than that. And if you don't have Frostbite on them, well, they're definitely not going to die. So I think that's overall relatively fair. And she might even be a pretty good unit versus ML Landy when they come out, which I think is nice because a lot of people are like, holy crap, I don't want to deal with this. So anyways, I would say that's my main thoughts on Lethe overall. I recommend people pull for her, and I actually like her a decent amount. Although I was fighting so much cleave tonight that it was actually hard to use her, just non-stop cleave, and I was like, how the hell am I going to draft this character? But overall, cool character, and thanks a bunch for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you next time. Alright, so... I feel like we just don't want to land the debuffs on Edward here. Please and thank you. We don't have Death Dealer Ray here. Ow, that sucks. Even if he gets the turn, oh. Yeah, even if he gets the turn, we're okay. So we're gonna do this. 100% we do this. It'd be stupid not to. And okay, we didn't really debuff her, but that's whatever. We want to stun her, and we also need the shield, no question about it. Okay, they resisted the other debuffs, but that's fine. It was so weird to soulburn with no souls. Actually, no, this is the play, I think. I think we want to save it for one turn. That way, we not only keep the defense buff, but we're also going to be able to activate Crow after, rather than right now. There's no point in doing it right now. Should I have used it on a different character rather than Karina, I wonder? I wonder if using it on Karina was a mistake. Is this Injury Edward? He has such low health, I think it might be. Yep, it's Injury Edward. So this Karina doesn't really do a whole lot.
Come, I'll take your life.
So I guess it's debuff time. Let's hope for the best. Land some banger debuffs. That was bad. That was actually really bad that I landed that dual attack. Because you can't actually put debuffs on from it. That was really bad. Because now she gets the turn right here. Well, at least I get the barrier. Maybe it's not that bad. Because I still have the shield. Oh, she didn't even break the shield. Okay, that's pretty cool. And now we get to do this. So Apocalypse Ravi no longer gets pushed up assuming we land this on her. 15%ed it. Whatever. It's fine. Bring her down to the deep. Let's see how much damage this does. You're gone. 17,000. Oh yeah, it heals the whole team. Oh my god, I forgot it even did that. Anyone here remember that it heals? I forgot that existed. Wait a second. I don't know how much it healed me, but... Wait, he was just like, I'm dead.
I live another day. Life or death. Pick your
Alrighty, so... We have fat stacks of venom we can put on this guy. We don't want to AoE. That would be a stupid idea. I'm a little scared of this thing. We want to kill this guy probably first.
Ignorance has its price. Follow me.
efficiency.
I'll take it.
Why don't you just
Sure.
surrender?
Why not? I'm gonna control this thing. So I'm gonna do this.
I made it in the nick of
Lethe is putting them on a timer, but Death Dealer Ray is also putting them on a timer. So I basically just have like two characters that they really have to deal with, and they have to decide which one they're focusing.
Don't ever ignore the power.
Ooh, I have some F-res. Is this gonna land? Do they have effectiveness?
How rude.
F-res, totally worth it, man. Oh yeah. Okay. Why don't we call DDR Itachi? Because that makes no sense.
We have no place in this.
At least not to me. The hell?
Worry not. The doctor is in.
Why don't we call him Gooberman? I don't know. Like,
The word clueless is an apt descriptor for the likes of you.
okay, wait. I'm feeling real bold here. I'm feeling too bold, maybe.
Walk the path to greatness. You'll be
This might be a terrible idea, or it might be the most pro thing ever. You can't cleanse that.
You're giving me a
Oh my god.
Get out of my sight.
The problem is, it's a 2-turn immunity, so I can't land the thing on him. But I think that's okay, because I think we can kill after.
Dealing with you.
Just suck him down under?
Just a
Alright,
waste of
that
my
sounded kind of
time.
weird. Okay, yeah, he's barely alive, and we can take him out with Last Star Crow. This actually works out perfectly. Look how many debuffs they have. Yeah, what are you gonna do, huh?
another trial to overcome.
Oh,
He's just like, I'm dead.
this will make it.
You're giving me a headache.
Well, that's interesting that they have a 0-speed Solitaria.
How dare you interrupt my work? Ignorance
What a
has its
weirdo.
price.
What an absolute weirdo. Has to be injury or something.
This is the pain you chose.
The only thing that makes sense.
I'll show you how I do.
Otherwise, like, what is he doing?
You could try a little harder. I win again.
Do you smell that?
It's relatively tanky. It's not crazy, though. I guess they only pick him when they feel really safe.
Popular is so
20,000?
right.
Oh. Okay, I resisted. That's convenient. Okay, you know what? This might be a bad call, but we're gonna go for it. We're just gonna do it. Okay, it kind of sucks that he resisted, but I think that doesn't matter too much. Okay, Ray is never even going to get to do anything. As long as this doesn't hit me and provoke me on a water unit. It hit me? No way that happened. No way. I'm a prophet. Cool game. It's fine. We still win. Lethe is so powerful, she's gonna kill both of them by herself. It doesn't even matter. What are they gonna do against Lethe? That's right. Nothing. You're gonna do nothing against her. You were nothing before her bite. All right. Doesn't even matter. No big deal. God, imagine if that procced it. Oh. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Edward's about to die. He's gonna go deep below. He's gone. Doesn't matter. No big deal. We don't care. Right? 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 This guy is such a piece of garbage. I hate him. I hate him so much. I missed on Edward, perfect. I hate this guy. Wait, how did it heal so much? Is this lifesteal? Wait, what the hell? Is this a lifesteal Solitaria? What happened? Am I blind? No, he gets to use us too. No. Wait, it's reset still. Oh, I lapped him too hard. Wait. Hold up. This guy's so weird. Oh, no, you don't. Lethe is going to kill you. You can't stop it. It's impossible to stop. And Sharoon is popping off right here. You're gone. Get out of here. Get out of my sight. Omen 3. I only have 19,000 health after the injury and stuff, but you're gone. Just barely. 14,000. That was a little closer than I expected, actually, but I guess I have so much less health. This guy's really gonna go for it though, huh? Designer Lilibet is kind of popping off here. Oh wait, she's blinded. Uh-oh. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Dude, this guy's been disabled the entire match. He can't do anything. It's impossible.
Worry not.
She's buffing Designer. It's gonna sleep me? Nope. Can't even sleep me, it's impossible! Get extincted! Oh, I could have S3'd. Ah, who cares? Oh yeah, S3 doesn't activate it. Yeah, his injury Solitaria is not gonna win him the game. We got this. No way, dude. It's no way, man.
What's with that stupid pose?
I may as well just do this. Is she fun? Yeah, I think that Lethe is pretty cool. She works really well against players that play slow matches, obviously. As you can see here. Works super well versus them. She's a character your opponent has to rush down. She's obviously weak to Spectre Tenebria and stuff, though. Can't even deal with them at all. But yeah, pretty cool character.
This is what everyone does what I say.